So, hello everyone. We are very happy to have Professor Denton from UCL in London, and who is going to give us his opinion about the tocilizumab trial in systemic sclerosis. Professor Denton, which was the rationale for testing tocilizumab in diffuse scleroderma?
So tocilizumab is a drug that blocks the soluble IL-6 receptor and so therefore blocks IL-6 signaling. And there was strong rationale that IL-6, it may be an important driver in severe systemic sclerosis, particularly related to severe skin disease and lung fibrosis in scleroderma. So this was really the rationale. Originally, this was tested in a phase 2 trial, the Fascinate clinical trial, which was encouraging, showing a significant benefit in terms of lung function and a very strong trend of benefit for skin. And so the FOCUS trial, which is the phase 3 trial that was reported at ACR, is the trial that really tested the hypothesis that had been generated from the Fascinate study.
Thank you very much. And what is your comment, your opinion on the result of this phase 3 trial?
So the FOCUS trial really replicated very closely the findings of the Fascinate clinical trial. And I think the positive message is that there was a very clear and clinically meaningful benefit for lung fibrosis in systemic sclerosis, as determined by lung function tests and also supported by relevant imaging like CT scan. So tocilizumab seems to preserve lung function in early diffuse scleroderma, and I think this is a clinically important message. Rather disappointingly, the FOCUS trial also replicated Fascinate in that the effect on the skin didn't quite reach statistical significance, and I think this is an important point. Clearly it may have impact in terms of how the drug can be developed, but also because it reminds us that perhaps IL-6 blockade is only really relevant for a subgroup of patients and possibly those with more severe skin disease.
Thank you. So what would you think would be the next clinical implications in our daily practice?
So I think that one of the strengths of this study is that clearly tocilizumab is a drug that we're all familiar with from our rheumatology practice, its use for vasculitis and for rheumatoid arthritis. And it would clearly, from my perspective, be a very sensible route forward to think about being able to use this for patients with severe systemic sclerosis. But I think that at the moment we have to wait and see how the clinical trials could translate into potentially a license indication or access to therapy for patients.
Thank you very much, Prof. Denton.